Imagine a world where every child is given an equal chance to succeed in life, where every child has the same opportunities, where they are able to live a fulfilled life without limits. Imagine a world where all children have the opportunity to attend school in general education classrooms, no matter their disability, where all students feel welcome and accepted. Well, this is a world that we are working towards. This, sadly, is not a reality. Educational inclusion is a problem that has challenged the world for generations and caused millions of students with learning differences to have inadequate access to an education that sets them up for a successful future. My name is Julia Evans, and my Humanities and Global Studies capstone project is on the importance of educational inclusion for students with disabilities. I have always been passionate about special education and the importance of educational inclusion. I was inspired to focus on educational inclusion by my friend Nicole and my cousin, aunt, and mother, who are all teachers. In the future, I plan on being a special education teacher for elementary school students. Nicole, who can be seen in the picture behind me, is one of my good friends. Our families have been friends for over 7 years, and we've attended the Keene prom together multiple times. Many parents want their children to have the same opportunities as a child in general education classrooms. While there are over 7.3 million U.S. students ages 3 to 21 who receive special education services, many of them are placed in classrooms where their needs aren't met or they don't have the same opportunities as children in general education classrooms. Children with disabilities often receive inadequate educational services and are facing the consequences of a system that isn't designed for them to succeed. It wasn't until the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act that real progress was made. Before IDEA was passed in 1975, over 1.75 million children were being excluded from public schools due to a disability. The most significant act for the disabled community is the Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990. This act prohibited discrimination against people with disabilities in several areas, including employment, transportation, public accommodations, communications, and access to state and local government programs and services. 48 states and the District of Columbia currently report a shortage of special educators. If there aren't enough special educators for students with disabilities, how can we expect them to thrive? While most disabled students make it through some form of secondary education, many of them don't continue on to college. If students with disabilities aren't taught soft skills like time management, problem solving, leadership, teamwork, and creative thinking, they won't be able to succeed beyond high school. We need to change how we approach special education and understand the importance of inclusion. If students with autism and Down syndrome continue to be ostracized from general education classrooms and a proper education with a variety of activities, they won't be able to reach their full potential. In order to better understand my topic, I investigated the history of disabilities and how IDEA and ADA changed how we look at disabilities and treat children with disabilities in public schools. I also learned more about Keene and the Diener School through my interviews with Beth Wenger and Jillian Copeland. Jillian Copeland, the founder of the Diener School and Main Street, helped me better understand the importance of organizations in schools that benefit disabled youth and their parents. While the Diener School specifically serves children with disabilities, Ms. Copeland saw a need for mainstreaming, and when real inclusion is done right, there are many benefits. Beth Wenger, a Keene program director, gave me insight into how Keene was founded and the important part it has played in the lives of children, teens, and young adults. Keene stands for Kids Enjoy Exercise Now and focuses on empowering youth with disabilities by providing free one-on-one programming that focuses on exercise, fitness, and fun, led by volunteer coaches. I also interviewed Frances Stevens, my Keene buddy, and her mother, Andrea Little. Ms. Little talked about the importance of programs like Keene and Best Buddies, but mentioned that she wished that there were more peer-to-peer inclusion activities at Frances's high school, Einstein. Programs like Best Buddies can be beneficial to students with disabilities and their buddies, but more work needs to be done to enrich these programs. My research paper and interviews helped me narrow down the scope of my project and allowed me to realize that I wanted to focus on the importance of mainstreaming and the benefit it has on both disabled students and neurotypical students. I'm currently the co-president of Keen Club, along with Lily Bernstein and Mick Dwyer. We have bi-monthly sessions where we play soccer, basketball, kickball, make crafts, and socialize with our buddies who have disabilities ranging from mild to severe. I have been a part of Keen since 9th grade, and my buddy Francis has made a big impact on my life. I'm happy to announce that we are having the Keen Prom in person for the first time in 2 years, and our theme is Keen in the Chocolate Factory. The Keen Prom has been running since I've been in middle school, and I'm ecstatic to be helping it become a reality. Another experiential aspect of my project was making Valentine's Day cards with the 5th graders for their buddies at the Diener School. The Diener School Buddy program existed when I was in 5th grade, and I was excited to visit this year's 5th graders and make a craft with them to give to their Diener buddies. My project is centered around the importance of inclusion in schools, and programs like Keen and the Diener School embody what my project is about. While change on a national scale will take a while to accomplish, there are things that we can do today to change how students with disabilities are treated. We must continue to educate ourselves on the importance of inclusion, diversity, and equity. It's important to surround ourselves with students and adults from diverse backgrounds and diverse abilities. It's easy to volunteer with programs like Keen and the Diener School, and it's also important to call those around you when they're being ableist or ostracizing others from their community. You can also donate to organizations that support people with disabilities, and this month is Autism Acceptance Month, and I encourage you to learn more about the disabled community. And as Nelson Mandela once said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Thank you.